Here are 11 exciting Coronation Street spoilers for next week, including a paternity secret revealed, answers from an ex, and a breakdown. Don't go anywhere. Spoiler 1. Debbie goes missing. There's relief at the Rovers as Kevin happily shares that Debbie's won her appeal. But the mood quickly shifts when Ronnie arrives with worrying news. Debbie has vanished. Carl soon tracks her down on the swings and is genuinely glad to see her free. But things take a turn when it's revealed he's asked Debbie for £10,000 to pay off Fiona, and she's agreed on the condition he works to repay her. Left stunned, Ronnie takes matters into his own hands and calls Fiona. But what will he uncover? Spoiler 2. Debbie's return to work is chaos. Abby plants a seed of doubt with Summer, suggesting Debbie might not have been behind the wheel the night of the crash. Meanwhile, at the Chariot Square, Debbie is on hosting duties as Tracy and Mary meet a bride and her mum to talk wedding flowers. But her awkward comments leave the mother unimpressed, with Ryan watching nervously. Things only get worse when Summer arrives and bluntly asks Debbie if Carl was driving the night Billy died. Flustered, Debbie tries to make a quick escape by grabbing a pair of piping hot plates from Ryan, but ends up burning her hands and dropping them. Spoiler 3. Ronnie plays nice with Carl. Debbie receives her latest scan results, and sadly, it's not the news she was hoping for. Meanwhile, in the cafe, Ronnie's furious to see Carl flirting with Jodie and confronts him over his attitude. After hearing about the clash, Ronnie later turns up at the hotel and appears to offer an olive branch, apologizing and suggesting they start over. But his true motives are far from clear. Later on, Debbie mentions she's thinking about dance lessons, prompting Carl to sweep her into an impromptu waltz at lunch, leaving her smiling as Ronnie looks on. But Carl isn't done stirring things up. Catching up with Summer, he drops a bombshell, hinting that if she really wants answers about Billy's death, she should stop blaming him and start looking much closer to home. Spoiler 4. Maggie shares a family secret. Tensions explode in the Rovers as Ben and Will both clash with Maggie, each furious for their own reasons. When Ben suddenly suffers a dizzy spell, Maggie panics and wants to call an ambulance. But Ben refuses, demanding the truth about his dad instead. With nowhere left to hide, Maggie finally drops the bombshell. Alan wasn't Ben's father. She reveals a past one-night stand, but keeps the identity of his biological dad under wraps. However, when Steve arrives and casually mentions leaving Ollie and Amy together at number 1, Maggie's stunned reaction raises eyebrows. Is she on the verge of revealing that Jim is Ben's real father? Struggling to process everything, Ben is left shaken by the revelation about Alan. Later in the Rovers, he looks at an old photo of himself as a child, with the man he believed was his dad, as Eva gently reminds him that Alan loved him as his own. But when Maggie returns, Ben makes it painfully clear he wants nothing more to do with her, leaving her completely devastated. Spoiler 5. Jodie and David get up to no good. When David announces he's got the day off and plans a movie marathon, Jodie cheekily calls in sick to join him. Back at number 8, David admits he's swapped their battered wheelie bin for Lisa's shiny new one. Jodie can't stop laughing, and as their playful banter continues, David realizes he's finally met his match. Spoiler 6. Sam can't catch a break. Tensions flare in the cabin as Leanne and Toya clash over Sam's counseling needs. Later, Will tracks Sam down in the bistro and offers an apology. Sam shakes his hand, but it's clear trust is still a long way off. Still on edge, Sam confides in Hope at the swings that he's been reading up on grooming cases, worried Will might be out to get him. When Will shows up, Hope can't resist a few pointed digs about his older girlfriend, leaving Sam bracing for how he'll react. Spoiler 7. Sam's nerves are fraying. As Will chats with Liam in Victoria Garden, Sam marches up and warns him that his intimidation tactics won't work. Will plays innocent in front of Liam, then later tells Eva and Maggie that Sam's accusations are completely unfounded. Furious, Eva storms into the bistro, calling out Nick, Toya, and Leanne about Sam supposedly making false claims against Will. Sam's panic spikes when he spots Megan and Will at the precinct and rushes to update Nick, Toya, and Leanne. Eva drags Will into the pub, where he insists he hasn't left all morning, leaving Sam upset and frustrated. Back in the salon flat, he curls up on the sofa, riddled with anxiety and paranoia. Even small moments unsettle him. When Nick suggests to Ben that Will join Sam for a pizza to help them get along, Sam forces a smile but can't shake his nerves. Later, leaving the corner shop, he thinks he sees Will and hears a cruel voice calling him a loser, making Sam question if anyone really cares about him at all. Spoiler 8. Tim gets cold feet. Sally attempts to get Tim to open up about Trisha, but he shuts the conversation down and escapes to the garden. Later, Sally lies in wait in the Freshco car park as a jittery Tim heads inside to face Trisha. But over a pint with Steve, Tim admits that even if he does find her, he hasn't got a clue what he'll actually say. Spoiler 9. Carla and Lisa celebrate. Lisa reveals her divorce is finally official, and Carla wastes no time whisking her off to the cafe for a little celebration, leaving Jody holding the fort with Connie. Spoiler 10. Theo tightens his hold on Todd. Sarah waits until she's sure Theo has gone before pleading with Todd to let her in. Reluctantly, Todd covers the doorbell camera and ushers her inside. As she presses him about ignoring George's messages, they hear Theo returning, leaving them scrambling for a plan. Sarah confides her worries about Todd to Christina and Summer, while Gary tells Theo to collect the rest of his tools and makes it crystal clear he never wants to see him again. Taking Gary's advice, Sarah meets Danielle at the bistro to ask if Theo has ever been violent. But Todd is stunned to spot them together, and Theo is fuming. Back home, Theo pulls Todd in for a kiss and drops the bombshell. His contract's through, and they're moving to Belfast on Monday. Todd forces a smile, hiding the storm brewing inside. Spoiler 11. Bernie is blissfully unaware. Jody admits to Gemma that she's been hitting Mal's website with a string of bad reviews, hoping to sabotage his business as revenge for Bernie. When Roy mentions that Mal's planning to move back to Inverness, Gemma explains to Bernie that it's all thanks to Jody's online sabotage and insists she should be happy about it. And if you enjoyed these Coronation Street spoilers, subscribe so you can come back for more news from the Cobbles.